welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Good to have you with us. I'm Ernie Johnson. And tonight, it'll be the Memphis Grizzlies going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. And with the game about to get underway, let's go to Kevin and the 2K Sports crew who are courtside at Staples Center.
It's game time in Los Angeles from the Staples Center. All the crowd ready to go as they look to cheer on the Lakers. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. One of the guys we'll be watching out for today is Zach Randolph.
And I also can't get over how much energy he expends rebounding the basketball. He goes all out on the boards every single night.
This is the first game in the Grizzlies road trip. This is a critical time for them. They've got guys, a lot of away games coming up, and it's a stretch that's going to be a very, very difficult test.
Well, it's hard not to like what they've been showing us lately. I mean, very solid basketball across the board. You can point to a lot of different areas where this team has been outstanding.
And that's why they've been winning so many of these games. I mean, they're just well-rounded. They get the job done on both ends. And when you're clicking like that as a unit, you're going to create problems.
Here's Garnett. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Garnett's got the first points up on the board here for the Lakers.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Mark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Shot clock at 3. From deep. This all no good. Now the Lakers on the break. Back to Russell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Russell. Kobe's got his first bucket of the night.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I caught up with Coach Dave Yeager. They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert. And he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year. And now is one of the guys you have to account for, really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint. And then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Memphis shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And guys, one thing you sometimes gets lost. I mean, Mike Conley is a proven winner. Remember, you go back in high school, won 3 state titles, and the one season at Ohio State led them to the national title game. So that aspect of what he brings, the intangibles, you're going to be a winner if Mike Conley's on your roster.
And here is Conley following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Knocks it loose and stolen by Russell. Leads him in there. Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
For 3, Kobe. That drops. Kobe's got 10 points in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
It's off his foot, and it's being called a kickball. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. He feeds it to Conley. Knocked away and stolen by Russell. Pass to Kobe. Hibbert kicks to Young. Outside, Kobe. The dish now to Russell. Young, right side. He passes to Garnett. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for two. Garnett's got his second basket of the game. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers in their last game, a loss to Memphis.
Yeah, and the foul trouble. Coming down the stretch, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense. And here's something else, Steve. He invites contact when he's attacking the rim. He doesn't try to finesse his way through anything. He's going through bodies. Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. He's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder and has had a ton of success early on in his career.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at the Lakers. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And checking out Memphis. They're in 5th place.
And when you look at Memphis, this season it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
I really think this is a dangerous team that could be a popular choice as a playoff sleeper.
And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies, and really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Roy Hibbert. Lakers leading by 8. Here's Sacre. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Sacre's got his first points of the night. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Russell. Here's the break. Garnett. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Kevin Garnett. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnover.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
We could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Here's Lee, right now averaging about 5 points a game. Poked away. Kobe with the steal. And now here comes Kobe leading the break. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
The free throw good from Kevin Garnett. Matt Barnes is checked in for Jeff Green. Both good from the line that time.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wright. Gasol trying to free himself up. And Wright with the basket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got 3 assists tonight. Lakers leading by 14. Outside, Kobe. From past the arc. That's good. Kobe's got 18 points.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Gets it off. An amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer.
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
And guys, he wanted it. He desperately was begging for that ball and was dying to take that shot.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. The Lakers
Tune in next Tuesday night, March 1st. Jimmy Butler and the Chicago Bulls go up against Dwayne Wade and the Miami Heat. Make sure to catch it.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
You know, you can tell right now this team's on the same page. They are right where they want to be offensively.
Well, finding scores on time and on target with your passes, it makes scoring the ball easy for them.
Last outing for Memphis, they won that game against Los Angeles.
They drew a lot of fouls in their games, guys, and that was the one area that really stood out when you watched it.
Just lack discipline defensively, Greg. I mean, that's why they got a lot of free points at the charity stripe.
So on the floor for Memphis, Conley and Lee, they're the backcourt. Matt Barnes is out there with Brandon Wright, and it's Gasol at the center filling out the middle. Kobe with the steal. Jumps up. Oh!
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And, you know, one thing that comes to mind with Kobe is his incredible dedication to winning. I mean, you wonder if that has turned off potential free agents. Maybe he's a bit too competitive, but, you know, when you're in the business of competing, hard for me to imagine you can be too competitive.
A challenging stretch here for Memphis. Last time they met was in Memphis.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, the reserves, the guys coming off the bench, Greg, made their presence felt. And, of course, with their big lead, they were able to give the bench a lot of run. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint. Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. And he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
This has not been a pretty picture. I certainly expected a better game than what we've gotten so far.
And it's Carter penetrating, and Gasol with the dunk.
And that kind of defense ain't gonna get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
There's no doubt about that, fellas. I mean, the more finishes like that he gets, the more his confidence will grow.
For Memphis, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second.
You know, you go back to Kobe Bryant. He pushed himself so hard last season, though his points per game average was up. Field goal percentage was the worst of his career. Just felt he had a better chance to score than anyone else on the team, and it's real hard to argue that he was wrong about that. He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Yeah, and the crowd immediately letting the officials hear it after that whistle.
Greg, clearly an unpopular call to say the least, no doubt about it.
Brandon Wright's checked in for Memphis. Barnes comes in for Michael Conley.
Hey, guys, you know Kobe Bryant. Words can't describe what he's meant to his team, really to the league in the game of basketball. You just wonder when he's finally going to say, you know what, I've done all I can do. That's enough. Retirement's been hinted at, but until I see it, knowing how competitive Kobe is, I just won't believe it.
Carter inside the three-point line. The shot is off, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. Brown the pass to Sacre. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Sacre's got 9.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch, just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Here's Udrich. He's covered by Brown. Now Udrich. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. The Lakers will take possession. Now we have a moment to see the best rebounding teams in the league. The Grizzlies 4th.
You know, all season long, this has been one of the better rebounding teams in the league. And when you rebound the ball well, you limit your opponent's second shot opportunities, and you also give yourself some additional scoring opportunities by climbing that glass.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Gasol comes in for Jarnell Stokes, and it's Lee in for Vince Carter. And there's a minute 45 left in the second quarter. Nance against Wright. Lee kicks to Gasol. And stolen by Russell. And now here comes Kobe leading the break. Young outside Russell. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Nick Young, the bucket on the assist by Russell. Young's got his first 2 points of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
And Memphis making a change here. Black's checked in. And that one falls for Mike Conley. Clark, thinking back to when Mike Conley was drafted 4th back in the 2007 draft, 4th overall. He wasn't an instant starter, but he has gotten better every season.
Yeah, it took him a little while. I mean, he was only a freshman coming out of college back in 2007. A slow start. He had to fight for minutes, grind away. The Grizzlies kept trying to get his replacement, it appeared. But he stayed the course, and now he's their franchise point guard.
Rejected by Kobe. Green dishes to Gasol. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Gasol's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Pass inside. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Lakers ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back, everybody. 3rd quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
Guys, we saw some amazing dunks from him. I can't imagine he'll be able to top those in these last 2 quarters, but I'd love to see him try.
We've got Nick Young, Garnett out there with Roy Hibbert. Then there's Kobe, and it's Russell in at the point guard. That's the Laker 5.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
That shot wide open.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Garnett. Again, the Lakers.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Conley, the pass to Randolph. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And here's a look at some stats for Marc Gasol. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 15th in rebounding. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in block spurt.
You know, you mentioned how powerful he is on the board, going full throttle at both ends every play.
Here's Kobe. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Kobe's got 27 points.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all three of their shot attempts.
That's tipped. Here's Garnett. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number one for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
And then Hibbert with the dunk.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
Yeah, really good. I mean, extremely well coached, fluid, efficient. Man, it's been a lot of fun to watch. The points just keep piling up because they've been such a well-oiled machine.
And that one's good.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Conley into the lane. Back to Randolph. They double-team Conley. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Hibbert. Throws down the breakaway jam.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Allen outside. Out to Conley. Puts up a three, and that one's good. Conley's got 15 points.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
We've got 1:55 left here in the third quarter. Kobe kicks to Hibbert. Pulls it from the elbow. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Kobe's got 5 assists in the game.
And something else he does that might not wind up in the stat sheet, but is still a big part of his game, his leadership defensively. Collectively, they're a much better team when he's on the floor.
And stolen by Russell. All sorts of time, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Taking high percentage shots has been this group's specialty. On your screen now are this month's field goal percentage leaders. Number 1, Kobe Bryant.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Allen kicks to Randolph. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. The Lakers have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. KG, that's good.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Conley dishes to Allen. It's tipped. Pass to Randolph. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Randolph's got 8 points.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Now Russell. He has 5. Garnett goes in. The 11-footer. Again, the Lakers.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
The Grizzlies have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And Memphis making a change here. And Udrich kicks to Allen. Randolph, he's guarded by Bass. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. Marc Gasol's checked in for Memphis. Green against Young. Clock at 6. Here's Udrich. Gasol trying to free himself up. And Udrich gets it to go. Udrich has got his first basket of the night. Dishes it to Garnett. Gasol with the steal. Got a piece of it. Here's Williams. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
And you know, as a player, you're aware of that clock ticking down on you. But within that last fraction of a second, it's really hard to know when you're focusing on your release and the defenders if you waited just a split second too long.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Los Angeles on top, just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports.
Coming up this Saturday night, February 27th, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on James Harden and the Houston Rockets. It's Western Conference action. Don't miss out.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Lakers?
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnovers.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. They got Tony Allen. Green is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Udrich. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And here are the Grizzlies with it. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Jarnell Stokes, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Knocked loose. Round kicks to Sacre. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Here's Green. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. And here's Clarkson. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Tony Allen's checked in for Jeff Green. And so here's Memphis. And Udrich kicks to Allen. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Soft touch off the glass. For Los Angeles, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Sacre, and again it's the Lakers.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Udrich, the pass to Stokes. Again, Memphis. The Lakers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Marks and dishes to Williams. Lakers passing it around. And another basket for the Lakers.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And Beno Udrich, a 6'3 lefty combo guard out of Yugoslavia. He can run the pick and roll and has really improved from mid-range. Can square up and bury it at a moment's notice.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Bass. Young comes in for Brown. Kobe's checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Russell in for Jordan Clarkson. Udrich can't hit. And Udrich lacks the quickness, Clark, to stay with most point guards defensively.
Yeah, just by a step or two, and that's why he's better defending 2 guards. He does a much better job when he's matched up with 2s versus point guards.
It's Allen on the wing.
Carter.
Allen left side. The feed to Udrich. He dishes it to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. From the arc. And it's Russell with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Nice fadeaway to get over the top. 19 points for Kevin Garnett.
And I'd say that's it, guys. They're not coming back in this one.
Nope, no chance. Not gonna happen. That chance has long since passed of them getting back into this one. Forget about it.
Tipped away, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And Memphis making a change here. Lee's checked in. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. 2 on the clock. Outside, Kobe fires the 3, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Carter kicks to Udrich. Poked loose and stolen by Russell. Feeds it to Kobe. 3-pointer, and that one's good. Kobe's got 6 here in this quarter.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Lee passes to Stokes.
Get outside.
Looking to end the run. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. Matt Barnes is checked in for the Grizzlies. On the free throw, no good.
And guys, as we all know, Kevin Garnett is one of the very best power forwards ever to play the game. I mean, was passed by Tim Duncan last year for total rebounds by active players. Still an amazing statistic among many for KG, a future Hall of Famer.
Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Lee, guarded by Kobe. Kobe with the steal. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Lee with the ball.
Probably impossible for them to come back now.
Yeah, far too much work left to be done and not nearly enough time to get it done in.
That's tipped. Udrich dishes to Stokes. And it's Lee penetrating. Now the pass to Udrich. Clock is at 3. And again, Memphis no good. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as Jordan presents our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.
That we have left, we want to talk right down to earth in a language.